Hello everybody and welcome to the East Shore Wiffle Ball League. The matchup that you're about to see is between the GBs and the Crawdads. Before we begin, let's take a look at their rosters. For the GBs, we have Captain Joe Cologne, Helena Cologne, Ariel Cologne, Donovan Wirtz, Tino Cologne, and Victoria Zellers. For the Crawdads, we have Captain Eric Crawford, Brian Crawford, Jacob Crawford, Tristan Hausman, Eric Zellers, and brand new addition, Jackson Weber. Now, let's get right into the matchup. All right, we have Ariel Cologne leading off against Brian Crawford here as she watches ball 4 for a leadoff walk. Victoria Zellers up as she watches strike 3, and that's going to be the first out. Tino Cologne watching ball 4, and now we have base runners on first and second. Joe Cologne up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the left side, and Jackson's just going to tag third for the second out of the inning. Now Ariel up as she swings and misses for the third out of the inning, as now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the first. Eric Zellers watching ball 4 for a leadoff walk. Jackson up in his first plate appearance as he hits a long fly ball to left center field. And that is a 2-run home run for Jackson Weber as the Crawdads are up 2-0. Now Tristan Hausman ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a single. Eric Crawford up to the plate as he swings and misses on that super high ball that was going to be a strikes anyways for the first out. Eric Zellers tipping the ball, and that's going to be strike 3. Weber's up to the plate again as he pops it up, and Joe Cologne is going to catch it for the third out of the inning as we're going to be heading into the top of the second. Victoria Zellers leading it off as she hits a ground ball to the left side. Eric Zellers chucking it over the first, and that's going to be an out. And now Tino Cologne up to the plate as he watches ball 4 as he gets a 1-out walk. Joe Cologne up to the plate as he hits a ground ball, and that's going to be a fair ball. Brian Crawford flips it to first, but not in time, as now we have a man on first and second. Ariel Cologne.
Oh, he took the bat. See? That's what I'm saying. You got to get it down.
I'm out?
No. Foul ball. Foul ball.
And the ball ticked her bat for a foul ball, as that was going to be ball 4, but it hit her bat, as now the next pitch she hits a ground ball up the middle, and there's not going to be a play as Eric Zellers throws it away, and now a run's going to score, and 2 runs are going to score as Ariel ends up on second base. A hit's better than a walk anyways. As now Victoria Zellers up to the plate as she hits it to the left side. Ariel was trying to advance, but she's going to stay at second. Now we have base runners on first and second. Tino Cologne stepping the plate. He hits a ground ball to the left side. Eric Zellers not able to grab it, as now the bases are going to be loaded. All right, Ariel's requesting an instant replay, so you can see here Eric Zellers not able to hold on to it, and she gets right by him as Joe Cologne stepping the plate, and he swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Ariel Cologne now up to the plate as she hits one back up the middle, and that's going to get down, and the bases are going to stay loaded, and a run's going to score. As now Victoria Zellers up as she watches ball 4, and that's going to walk home a run. And now Tino Cologne up as he watches ball 4, and that is going to be the 5th run of the inning as the 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply, and we're going to be heading into the bottom of the second. Tristan Hausman leading off here, and he's going to hit a ground ball to the left side, and that's going to be a lead-off single. Now, Eric Crawford up to the plate. High drive left field. That ball's gone. A 2-run home run for Eric Crawford. And now the score is 5-4. Eric Zellers up to the plate as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Jackson Weber up to the plate. Ground ball to the left side. And that is going to be a single. And now Tristan Hausman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball up the middle. Tino's going to flip to Victoria. Nope, he's going to hand it to her for the second out of the inning. Eric Crawford up as he hits a ball off the fence. That was crazy. It literally hit the yellow part of the fence and came back. As now Eric Zellers with the high drive, and that one's not going to hit the top of the wall as that one is long gone. As now the score is 5-7, and the 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply. Top of the third, Joe Cologne watching ball 4 to lead off the top of the third. Now Ariel Cologne up as she hits a ball over the left side, and that's going to get down, and now we have base runners on first and second. The GBs need 2 runs here to tie it. As Victoria Zellers is up to the plate, ground ball back to the pitcher, and Eric's going to throw it to Tristan for the first out of the inning. Now Tina Cologne up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the pitcher's mound. Eric Crawford has it. He throws it over to Tristan at first for the second out of the inning, but a run is going to score as the tying run is now on third. Joe Cologne, ground ball back to Eric Crawford, and he tumbles, and he's not able to make a play as the GBs have tied it here in the top of the third, 7-7. And now Ariel Cologne up as she swings and misses for the third out of the top of the third, and now we're going to be heading to the bottom of the third. All it's going to take for the Crawdads is to score 1 run here in the bottom of the third to win it. Now, Jackson up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now that's a leadoff walk. Tristan Hausman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball, and Joe's not going to have a play as he makes a good throw to second as he was falling there, but we're going to have a man on first and second. Eric Crawford up to the plate. High drive, left field. That ball is gone. A walk-off 3-run home run for Eric Crawford as the Crawdads are going to win Game 1 with a score of 10-7. Let's head into Game number 2. Ariel Cologne leading off in Game number 2 as she hits a ground ball, and she's going to be safe for a lead-off single. Victoria Zeller's up as she watches ball 4, and now there's a runner on first and second. Tino Cologne up to the plate as he hits it up the middle, and Brian tries to peg her, and he hits her in the back of the elbow. And I think he just barely got her. Let's watch an instant replay of that one as he throws a beamer right to her arm, and it hits just in time for her to be out. And now we have Joe Cologne stepping to the plate here as he hits a ground ball to the left side. Eric's going to grab it, and he's going to try and peg Victoria, but he throws it behind her, and she's going to go ahead and score, and that ball's going to be out of play. So we're going to have a man on second and third now as only 1 run's going to score there. Now, Ariel Cologne up to the plate. She swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Victoria Zellers watching ball 4 as now the bases are going to be loaded. Tino Cologne stepping up to the plate here as he hits a ground ball to the left side, and Eric's not going to have a play here as the bases are going to stay loaded as a run scores. And Joe's going to get hit by the pitch, but it doesn't matter, ball 4. As there is no hit by pitches, as a run's going to score, and Ariel's going to hit a ground ball up the middle. Brian makes a nice play as he throws it over to Tristan at first for the third out of the top of the first, as now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the first with the GBs on top, 3-0. Eric Zellers leading it off and striking out. Now, Jackson Weber watching ball 4 as he's going to have a 1-out walk. Tristan Hausman up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now we have a man on first and second. Eric Crawford up to the plate as he drives it left center field. That ball's gone. A 3-run home run for Eric Crawford as that is a game-tying home run as now we're tied up at 3 apiece. Eric Zellers up to the plate now as he watches ball 4, and he's going to end up on first. Jackson Weber up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now we have a man on first and second. Tristan Hausman up as he hits a ground ball up the middle, and Ariel's not going to have a play, and Eric Zellers is going to be aggressive, and he's going to score as another run's going to score. Now Eric Crawford up to the plate, high drive, left field, and that's another home run in this inning for Eric Crawford, and that's going to be the 5-run inning mercy rule, but all the runs are going to score because, well, that was a home run, and all the runs do score on a home run. So the score 7-3 as we head to the top of the second. Victoria Zellers leading it off and watching ball 4. Tino Cologne also watching ball 4, and now we have base runners on first and second. Joe Cologne up as he hits a ground ball, and that's just going to get past that foul line, and that's going to be a base hit. Bases loaded. Ariel Cologne striking out for the first out of the inning. Victoria Zeller's now up as she watches strike 3, and that's back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded as Tino Cologne's going to come up with 2 outs. Line drive off of Joe Cologne, and that's going to be a fair ball. And the ruling on the field is going to be that everyone is safe. Now, in baseball, if you're off the bag and the ball hits you, you're technically out. So in this instant replay, we can see Joe jumped up in the air, and he was actually supposed to be out here, but the ruling on the field is going to be that he is safe. So a run will score. Joe Cologne then coming up, and he hits a fair ball, and he just barely gets aerial there for the 3rd out of the inning, and a run's not going to score as they're not going to be able to hit that 5-run inning mercy rule. Zellers now pop up over the left side, and that's going to be a fair ball as that lands in fair territory past the bag. So we have a leadoff single. Jackson Weber watching strike 3 as it hits the top pipe of the strike zone for the first out. Tristan Hausman now up as he drives it left center field. That ball's gone. A 2-run home run for Tristan Hausman, as now that adds 2 to their lead, as now Eric Crawford's up as he grounds one over the left side and gets a single after that home run. Eric Zeller's now up as he drives it left field. Tino not able to hold on to it, but he touched it in fair territory. So Zellers is going to reach safely. Now Jackson Weber swinging and missing for the 2nd out of the bottom of the 2nd. Tristan Hausman now up as he swings and tips it into the strike zone for strike number 3. And that's going to be the end of the bottom of the 2nd as the Crawdads are still in the lead here, 4-9. As Victoria Zeller's leading it off as she grounds it back to the pitcher Eric, as Eric throws it over the first. And not able to be held onto as Victoria's going to reach safely. Now Tino Cologne up as he drives it left field. That's a line drive home run out of here as now the GBs are chipping away at this lead as the score is now 6-9. And Victoria saying ding as she rounds the bases because we play the bell sound as a home run happens. And now Joe Cologne up as he hits a ground ball to the left side, and that's going to be a single for Joe. The GBs need 3 runs here to stay alive as Ariel Cologne now ground ball back to the pitcher Eric. Eric throws it to Eric, and that's an out. So the first out of the inning. And Joe Cologne's going to be aggressive, and he's going to take 3rd. The ball was not given to the pitcher in time, so he's going to go ahead and be aggressive. As Victoria Zellers grounds it back to the pitcher, and they're not going to have a play, and Jackson's going to throw it away as Victoria's going to go and head into second base as a run is going to score there. Now Tino Cologne watching ball 4 as now we have base runners on first and second. That tying runs on first now as Joe Cologne swinging and missing, and that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Ariel Cologne now ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher flipping it to 3rd. Misses Jackson, and a run's going to score. And Joe Cologne diving back. Oh, that was such a close play. Let's see an instant replay as he slips rounding the bases, dives back in that freeze frame. It looks like it almost gets his shirt, but the call on the field is going to be safe as now that tying run is on 2nd. Ground ball back to the pitcher Eric. Eric throws it to Eric at 1st, and the Crawdads take game 2 here as they win of a score of 8-9. Very narrow victory as we head into game 3. Now Ariel Cologne line drive over the left side. Tristan Hausman gonna secure it for the first out. Victoria Zeller's up as she watches ball 4, and she's going to go ahead and get a walk. And now Tino Cologne line drive back to the pitcher, not able to hold on to it, and he's not going to have a play as he just tries to flip it back, and I think he thought Tristan was on second base as he threw it there. And now Joe Cologne up as he swings and misses for the 2nd out of the inning. Ariel Cologne up to the plate, ground ball, left side. Tristan's going to have it, throws it over, and it looks like she's going to be safe. Pretty close play there. Let's take an instant replay of that one as it looks like it was a tie. And when it's a tie, it goes to the runner. So that was a good call on the field as the bases are loaded here. And Victoria Zellers watching strike 3 for the final out of the top of the 1st as now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the 1st. Eric Zellers leading it off as he swings and misses, kind of gets jammed there by that floater ball for the first out of the inning. Now Jackson Weber walking here as now we have a man on first. Tristan Hausman swinging and missing for the 2nd out of the inning. Eric Crawford up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the left side. Ariel is not going to have a play as now we have base runners on first and second. Eric Zellers
Choke up, right? Go up. Stand up in the box.
Getting some coaching. They told him to stand up in the box. Let's see if that helps him as he drives it. Center field. That ball's gone. And Ariel's yelling, saying, hey, how are you guys giving him coaching mid-game? That's not fair. As they told him what to do, stand up in the box. He hit a home run. As now Jackson's going to get a base hit there. Ariel running into the fence.
At least you weren't like Donovan ripping my fence out there.
As now Tristan Hausman step into the plate here. As he goes and pops it up to second base. Victoria Zeller's there, and she's able to make a great catch for the third out of the inning. As now we're going to be heading into the top of the second. As now Tino Colon up to the plate as he hits a ground ball down the left field line, and that's going to be a single. Now Joe Colon up as he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher. Brian not able to hold on to it as it looks like he had another ball in his hand, which might have messed him up there. Now we have a base run on first and third. Ariel Colon, ground ball back to the pitcher, and he's not going to have a play as those ground balls that are just right in front of the mound are hard to get. As Victoria Zeller's up, striking out for the first out of the inning. Tino, ground ball to the left side as Jackson's going to charge it, but he's not going to have a play as the bases are now loaded. Joe Colon coming to the plate as he lines it up the middle, and that's a pretty clutch hit as 1 run's going to score and 2 runs are going to score, and that's going to tie this ball game up at 3 apiece. Great hit by Joe. Now Ariel Colon up as she hits a ground ball, and Brian going to flip it to Jackson at third base, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Victoria Zeller's up to the plate, ground ball to the pitcher, and he's going to throw it to first, and they're not going to have a play as there's a little collision at first base, but Joe's going to score, and they're going to say that ball's out of play, so they move to second and third with 2 outs here. Tino Colon up to the plate as he hits a line drive up the middle, and Ariel's going to score, and that's going to be the 5th run of the inning as that 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply, and we're going to be heading into the bottom of the second. Eric Crawford up to the plate. High drive, left center field, and that ball's gone. Yet another home run here for Eric Crawford as now the Crawdads are within 1. Eric Zeller's up to the plate, ground ball over left side, and he's going to get a single out of it. Now Jackson Weber up to the plate, ground ball left side down the third base line, and now we're going to have base runners on first and second with no outs. Tristan Hausman now, ground ball back to the pitcher Joe. Joe bobbling a little bit, but he's going to throw it to third to Tino, and they're going to call him out on the field, but let's take an instant replay just to see what that looked like as, yep, he got him by half a step, so that was a good call. As now Eric Crawford's up, high drive, left field. That ball was high, and it is deep, and it is gone. A home run for Eric Crawford as now the score is 5-7. Now Eric Zeller swing and missing for the second out of the inning. Jackson Weber up to the plate as he drives it left field. That ball's gone. A home run for Jackson Weber now, as that is going to be our 5-run inning mercy rule, as now we're going to be heading to the top of the third. The GBs need 3 runs to tie it here as Joe Colon drives it left field, and that's gone. Early work here is Joe Colon able to drive it out. Now the GBs are within 2 to tie it to try and take this thing to the bottom of the third. As Ariel's going to celebrate here with him. And I guess he's really sweaty because she was like, ew.
Oh my god. That was foul.
I think he got out of a pool.
Yeah.
As now Ariel Colon step into the plate here. And she's able to hit a ground ball back to Eric Crawford. Eric throwing it to third, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Now Victoria Zeller's up to the plate as she hits a ground ball over the Tristan. Tristan not able to field it cleanly as Victoria is going to reach to first base. And now Tino Colon pop up over the left side, and Tristan's going to catch that for the second out of the inning. The GBs are up against it here as Joe Colon swing and missing, and that's going to be the final out of Game 3 as the Crawdads are going to win 8-6, and they're going to get the 3-game sweep here as that's going to be the end of today's action. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you around next time.